What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the new channel. This channel, I have tried to build it several times. I always give up because I have so much to do with the Dubs and the Dub S channel. But this is Dub S World. This is gonna be a mixture of a lot of things. But here we go on the inaugural new Dub S World episode. We have Big Gun. What's cracking, Gun?
I'm here. I'm here for to open up the new channel and for the new ride, and we got a good topic for you guys. Different.
Oh, this one's funny. So I wasn't even thinking, because I was thinking of other stuff that I wanted to record for the other two channels, and we were chopping it up, and then we started talking about some crazy stuff that goes on in jails and prisons, and I said, you know what? Let's jump on the camera. Let's turn it on, and let's. He had me dying, so we'll go ahead and kick it off. I don't know. Go ahead and kick it off.
So we were talking about, in prison, everybody, not everybody, but
Not
I would
at
say
all.
80% of the people that go into prison get tattoos.
Oh,
For
yeah.
whatever
Okay. I was thinking of the other stuff. Okay.
No,
tattoos, yeah.
that's going to be about 60%, but I'd say about 80% of people get tattoos, and the reason they get tattoos is not just to look cool. Some of the tattoos mean something. There's meaning. Some of them, they want to get their family to remember their family by. You'll see a lot of lifers with like portraits of their family members, their kids and stuff, just because that's like keeping them close to them. And then there's those that get quacked ass tattoos just because they want to do the forever, right? So we were talking about that, and then that led into body modifications that people get, crazy shit you see in prison.
Body modifications, people. I don't think you understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So there was a time. Now, I want to clarify. Gunner can clarify for himself. I never took the time to verify, right?
Yeah,
I never did an eyes on, right?
Period.
But I remember, she said, period. I remember homies coming in, and they were telling me like, hey, Holmes, and they were saying like in the LA County jail, a lot of vatos were putting marbles in that.
In their chorra.
Right? Not in the chorra, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, for what? And they were saying even like the ball from the roll-on deodorant they were putting in there. And yeah. And I was like, but they're getting life. Like,
yeah, they're lifers. Yeah, what was that? Hey, what was that?
Who was it? Yeah, was that for like the strip searches? Like, is that just to have a conversation piece? Because you're not using it on a woman. Because I've heard, I guess they put beads in there to satisfy a woman. I'm like, hey, Holmes, motherfucker has life. There ain't no women where you're going, Holmes.
Hey, can you imagine the cops when they search them, Dubs? Because look, some of the cops get in there. Some of the cops that just try to be smooth about it. They'd be like, they'll put the back of their hand when they graze the chorra, because they'll graze your shit, right? So they're searching. They put the back of the hand. Okay, there you go, right? Because you imagine when they're searching, their hand goes like this.
Hey, do you ever see that? Do you ever see that episode? I don't know if it was Cops or whatever, and that cop is patting down that black dude, and he grabs his shit and he goes, "What's this?" He goes, that's my penis." Cop goes, "That is your penis."
Hey, but you know what? They be getting in prison.
Oh, man.
Time doesn't make you do crazy shit, but time makes you do things you wouldn't necessarily do outside of that area, just because boredom. Boredom is the main thing in prison. People get bored. That's why you see a lot of people get tattoos. If you get a guy that comes into the building, hey, I could do tattoo work. There's some guys that will be like, all right, let me peep him out, see what he's about. Some people won't even verify that shit. They'll just be like, I want to sell up with the homie right here.
Yeah.
And that will quack them up. Straight dig them out.
Yeah. And I always say, you can tell how much a dude was respected by the quality of his ink too. But then there are dudes that got their tattoos in YA and they just wanted shit on them, and they wind up like all fucked up. But then I was also telling Gunner, because we were talking about that body
Mhm.
modifications. I was telling Gunner, now I always say this and I'll stick to it, Holmes. When it comes to playing around in prison, the woods, don't play
They
with
hold,
them.
they hold the
Don't
crown.
play with them unless you have, a lot of them don't have many like barriers. Oh, you want to
Yeah.
play around? Oh, you want to play around?
Let's
And
play, brother.
I was in a prison, and there was this dude. I think he was a skinhead, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. He had a bald head and he was a fat white guy, right? I'm almost positive he was skinny. Well, this dude had this thing he would do. Like when his homies would come in, he worked in the law library, and his
Yeah.
homies. Now I don't know how he was built this way. I just like
He was built for tough or what?
he was built in a way that most men aren't. And I'm gonna just say this: not what you're thinking. Believe it. Watch this. The turn. Watch the twist. This Vato would, his homies would come in and like they'd be all into their law library studies, or they'd be whispering, hey, dude, what's the name of that case right there? And he'd walk up and he's like, I got the case right here, brother. And he would have his pants on the regular at his waistband, but his balls were hanging out the top of his pants. It was like, how was this Vato built as like, are his balls right under his belly button?
Hey, he
Like
was
how?
defying human anatomy, huh? He was different. He
Yeah, it
stepped
was
down
like,
some.
imagine when he shits, he got to put him on his leg.
Oh yeah, he gotta toss those over the shoulder. Those are over the shoulder boulder holder.
Oh my god, eh? No,
Hey,
and so this episode is just more like bullshitting, crazy shit that goes on in prison.
it's
You know,
true.
I go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
I
of
was gonna
course.
say one of the modifications that you'll see a lot, and well, at one point in time, things have changed now, I'm sure. But and this is what happens. Me and Dubs were talking about it. One person will get something on the yard, it like sparks a flame. Next thing you know, everybody's doing it. One of the main things they were doing a while back was splitting their fucking tongue like a snake.
Oh,
But they would take a
that
string
gives
and
me
cut that
Oscar
shit,
right there.
and there should be like that. Hey, they could do
Can't
their
do it.
shit. They'd
Yeah,
be out in the
they
yard
could do
doing
like
that.
that
And
again.
then, yeah,
They're in prison. Why?
why? What do you get out of it? Lifers. Then
Yeah,
that piercing of the tongue. Vatos are walking around doing click, 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 click with their tongue. Look, I've seen
I hate
strippers
that
at
shit.
strip clubs get it, and I don't mind it when they got it. But there's some
Yeah,
about a homeboy that's doing all day.
what do dudes get those for?
I, I guess when you're eating the
To look
stuff, but
good?
you're doing 25 years, you're not going to see any of that. Bless you.
Excuse me.
So
Yeah,
there's a
thank you.
lot of different modifications that happen. You know, people when it comes to back to tat work, you people wear their resume on their sleeves. That's what they call it. You could tell by someone's tattoo work exactly kind of who they are and the respect level that they have by their work.
And
Facts.
what's important to them by what they have on them too.
Yes. You know, and you could tell, like, say you see someone back in our days, and does you know this is true, with a lot of lettering, their hood, real big lettering all over their body, they were in the youth authority.
Why?
Those
Absolutely.
that's
Billboard.
why that's
They're
what
a
we all
billboard.
got. Lettering all the time, nothing but lettering. Very, very fucking rarely did you ever see anyone with any type of work on them. It was all lettering, as big as you can get it. That's what it was.
I remember
100%.
I got lucky when I was in YTS. There was a homie there, really good. What was his name, man? Paito, something like that, from Cuarentas. And he could slinging real good, man. And I wanted writing all over me, right?
Mhm.
And we worked in the main kitchen together. And I was like, hey, Holmes, hey, hook me up. He was like, I'll hook you up. Holmes. What do you want? And I said, I want my neighborhood right here. I want. And he's like, homie, look, Holmes, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You're a fucking idiot. So you're gonna wind up going to prison, eh? And he goes, and when you get to the joint, you're gonna want to get inked up righteous, eh? He goes, you start putting letters, words, and shit all over. He goes, you're not gonna have no room. That's why. I mean, I have my neighborhood on me, but I was able to get all the
Yeah.
work that I got, and I feel like I got great work. But if it
Mhm.
wouldn't have been for the homie, he could have been a dick and be like, all right, and just did whatever. It's like one of my homeboys. Shout out to my homeboy. I know he watches the channel. This dude one day with the homies decided it would probably be a cool ass tattoo if he got an 8 ball on his arm, right? I'm talking
Mhm.
about like cue ball, like billiards, the 8
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah. The righteous
And
eight ball.
he was gonna get an 8 ball, just a little one like that, right? While my road dog Muggsy was like, "Hey, homie, you know how that would look even better?" He's like, "How?" He goes, "If it's that big."
Jeez.
This
That was
idiot got
it.
a big old 8 ball on his arm.
They go blacked out eight ball, huh? Looks like a
Oh,
cover up.
while we're at it, Holmes, you know I love you, homeboy, but um, he should get every hyena he was with their name tatted on him,
Mm.
and then they would break up with them, and he'd get another one, and then this Vato every time he put a cover up, it was a rose, and it would look like cabbage.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like this.
Hey,
Yeah,
fucking,
I got my shit cover up nice.
yeah, yeah. Why do people do? See, people do that, bro. Like, look, I understand. Everyone wants to get their old ladies' names, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now. And I used to tell people too. I do little tattoo. They'd be like, "Hey, put my old lady's name." I refuse to do it. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Go to someone else because you're gonna come back to me and be like, "Damn, bro, I should have never done." You're gonna be mad at me for it. Like I did something.
Hey, I remember
You
in the joint they used to say when you tack your lady's name on you, you lose them within 6 months.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's always say that within 6 months you'll lose her. So you want it, go ahead. I'll put it on you, but you know it. Believe me, but I mean in the joint, yeah, of course.
What about one homeboy came to me? He was like, "Hey, bro, hey, I just hooked up with this chick. I want to get her name on me." Right? There was no way I could do it because she had just sucked my chorra 2 nights before.
Yeah. Let's not make a. Yeah. He should not make a full-time commitment to that one.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have did that one. But you could tell people's tattoo work by just who they are, what they get. Again, like I said, perfect indication. Someone in the youth authority, letterings, someone involved at a different type of level by some of the pinta work that they would get. The case in point is Lefty Gunplay. You see that guy. I think a lot of his respect, not only because of his rapping and what he represents, but a lot of his respect came as soon as he came out that shirt and people seen his centerpiece on his chest plate. Those that have ever been incarcerated, locked up at a higher level, understand that just not anyone could display those type of tattoos or that type of work. So I think that in itself right there gained him a level of respect from those that know, regardless if he knew at the time what he was getting, I'm sure he did. You have to. Yeah.
If he got it in Pelican Bay, which I think he said he did, there's no way he just said, "Hey," and not only that, but the dude putting it on him would have to know, like, because it would be him too. Like, "Hey, homie, why you put that shit on him, Holmes?" You know what I mean? Like they'll jam both. And that's another thing in prison. We're this is a lighthearted video. We're laughing a lot, but we're talking about certain things in prison. When you get work put on you, you better know who's putting it on you, who's putting that ink on you, because you can go somewhere else and somebody be like, "Hey, I like that work, homie. Who did it?" And, "Oh, so and so." Orale, okay, hey, you got good work. But what he's not going to tell you is he knows a dirty secret about that dude. You were in the cell with him. Now there's a question mark on your name.
Yeah.
So it's always, you get work, make sure they're gonna ask, "Oh yeah, what year, homie? Where were you at with him? I haven't seen him in a long time." But it's all building up a case already. It doesn't mean you're gonna get hit, but when they start asking about your tattoo, it's always best. I know you guys aren't planning on going to prison, but that's just another little thing about getting tattoos in prison.
Yeah, and yeah, one of the I've always said it in all my videos. The next man's shit can land on your plate, and with a celly, you all know the old convict saying, no one's coming into your pad. You back your celly up right or wrong, but if you get that celly that's in the wrong, it ain't right. You know what I mean? Because now you got to deal with it. Here's another thing that happened, Dubs, and you probably remember you were locked up through the whole era, the lip era. The fucking lip era.
I remember the first dude. I think I remember his name, but I'm not going to say his name. I'll say his neighborhood. Wasco, 1994. First time I ever saw lips on anyone. He had it on his neck right here, red. And I remember homies were asking him, like, "Hey, Holmes, what is that? Eh? Like, what made you do that?" And he said, "Those are my lady's lips, eh?" You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I didn't see it. That was 94. I didn't see it again until like the 2000s, and then just boom, it was an
It blew
explosion.
up right
Yeah.
here, right there, on their fucking under their eyes, chin,
Weird. Yeah.
on
Like,
their lips. I've seen it all. Every place you could imagine, other than places you're not supposed to look at. I've seen it. Like these vatos were getting. I seen one vato had lips all over.
what the fuck's the point? Like, if you loved her that much, you would have stayed out there with her, no?
Not only that, these guys got so infatuated with getting lips tattooed on them. And I know there was a meaning, or supposedly, allegedly, a meaning if you had it twisted a certain way or whatever. But guys were literally, instead, they're old ladies. Some of them didn't even have chicks. They were lifers. They were just doing it all day.
It was their
They'd go to magazines and find the Maybelline lips.
It was their
and get them
sellies.
tattooed on. Yeah.
Just playing.
Tell her, Shelly, kiss the fucking napkin, Holmes. It's on.
Yeah, Holmes. Yeah. Move your mustache up the way. Go like that.
Yeah. Hey, the vato be like, hey, yeah, you got the lips are clean, but there's like shit over them. Yeah, yes, the brocha. Hey, there was some crazy shit. But I mean, people were getting, and then they were getting them in, everyone wanted to get them in ready. That was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked them in the ready just because they looked more realistic. Some guys could get down. They can make them look good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there was some vatos that started getting them in the green ink and baby blue. And I mean, there was even a guy who had the black light ink that he got in. So
no way.
At night his cheek was glowing.
I never even knew that was a thing.
Oh, it's for real.
Hey, you know another thing, going back to tattoos real quick. A lot of people out here, I don't think they know. I'm surprised, and I don't know, I think you're the same. I'm surprised as much ink as I got, I never caught Hep C. Yeah. Hep C is so crazy in the CDC, man.
Hep C and TB.
I mean, it's... Well, I never met nobody that caught TB, but Hep C, woo!
Everyone has it.
Every celly I ever had, I think, had it.
Yeah, everybody has it.
I was in the shoe with a homie from Masusa.
Mm-hmm.
He had done a gang of pegadas in the LA County. And this was a thing. You know what? I've never talked about this. We're going to talk about it for free here. A lot of homies, like when they opened up the gang module in 92 in LA County, and just in that era right there was a lot of stabbings. There was a lot of the black and brown riots were happening. There was a lot of stabbings going on, and it was just a lot happening, right? And what the CDC was doing is they were righteously validating dudes for hits they did in LA County. They came to Wasco, Delano, whatever reception they went to, and boom, as soon as they hit they would snatch them up, put them in ad seg, and validate them right there. So this homie I met, he was from Masusa. This vato had never, ever seen a line. He went from LA County to the Oyo in Delano or Wasco, I don't know which one, and up to Pelican Bay. And he had Hep C. He had Hep C. And that's why a lot of times, up there, again, we're getting back to more serious stuff. There was a thought for a while that the CDC, because they knew exactly which tray would go to which cell, because there's only...
Maybe they were pushing it.
There was only 8 cells. There was only 8 cells in each pod.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why there was a certain faction that a bunch of people that were involved in that faction in the shoe all started getting stomach cancer. So it's just, to me, I don't know about that, but all I know is the homie he never got no tattoos and never was on the line. And that guy got fucking Hep C.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that prison affects. That's been talked about for a lot of years. Another thing where you could tell someone who's actually done a lot of time is their eyesight. It fucks all our eyes up if you've done a lot of whole time. Yeah, that's why you always see me squinting, and I wear glasses. Dubs wears glasses. Anyone who's been locked up for a long time wears glasses.
Yeah,
it doesn't come with old age. I seen youngsters wearing them. It's all about the light deprivation.
Yeah, that's why I wrote "What's Cracking" so big on the background right here. That's the only way I'm gonna read it.
No, it's true stories. You could tell. You always see those OGs, big rocha, nice hat, clean 501s, thick goggles on. Some of them even bifocals. It's because that's light deprivation, space deprivation too. When you're in the hole, you're in a small proximity, small area. Your eyes are trained to only look this far, to only see that far. Then when you hit the yards, now you're looking at it more of a distance. Your eyes lose focus. They fuck up. After doing
the muscles. We need that Wes Watson eye workout. That's what we need.
Yeah, that one that goes like this. Hey, last night he
That
needed that
was
throat
crazy.
workout. He was toe
That
wet.
was a trip. People are
Bro, to
saying
swallow
it's
the
from
pride.
some stuff. Anyways, I don't want to say what they're saying, but well, we got 20 minutes in on the inaugural Dub S World
Mhm.
channel. I'm honestly, I'm not even gonna. I don't know. I don't even think I'm gonna announce this on the
Just
other two
drop it.
channels. I'm gonna just drop this and I'm gonna let it. I'm just gonna let it
Marinate.
be organic,
Yeah.
huh?
You know,
Just
this is kind of good.
organic.
I think this will be the channel where we kind of do a lot of collabs and just kind of shoot the shit with you guys.
Yeah,
If there's any suggestions, though, if you want us to talk about anything that we don't necessarily talk about in other channels, and you guys all know there's certain things we will not ever talk about, so that we
absolutely.
can keep those deep buried in the pocket. But I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
things like that you want to know about prison, like the food, the programs, the yards, certain things that don't really get spoken on. Because there's a lot of things that even the youth authority, we got so many YA stories. The reason myself and Dubs don't put them out there is no one wants to really watch them anymore. But we chop
They
it up
used
all
to
day
be
about
hot.
YA.
They used to
Yeah,
be hot, and then I guess people just don't want to hear it. I am going to be doing a YA story tomorrow. I don't know which channel I'm going to put it on. I do
yeah.
have I have two videos already in mind. I'm probably
Mhm.
going to record later. I believe we are going live later today. I
Tonight. Yeah.
think, yeah, tonight.
Well, this will be.
And
Are you going to drop this right now?
I'm going to drop this right now. Yeah,
Tonight. We'll be going live.
tonight. And then tonight we'll go live. And I may even, if I'm able to, I'm gonna stream my live to this channel as well as another to try to get traffic here. We'll check it out and we'll try to get this
Yeah.
channel is not monetized. So right now we can freestyle with a lot of different stuff, but
Yeah.
hopefully it'll gain some traction. I do have 4,000 subs over here. This was for those of you guys that subscribe, this was the Conservative Convict channel. Um, this platform did not like it, so I backed up. We're rebranding and we're going to see what we do with it, and this is going to be more of a lighthearted potpourri of topics over here. You guys already know what the Dubs channel is, the Dub S channel, and this is Dub S World. I may be out and about, who knows, maybe it'll be a travel channel. Yeah, right. All right, you guys. Hey, this is about to froze up. I thought he was really just staring at me, right? But he froze. He's completely frozen. Are you still there? We lost him. Check out the post though. You guys feeling that? Look at it. Screenshot that. That's gonna wind up. That's almost like the one when he used to be like this.
Froze.
There he is. Oh damn, he froze it and then unfroze and look it. I hope I didn't freeze up. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody have a great night. Let me get out of full screen. And thank you for your support. We're out of here.